Omówiono najważniejsze sprawy związane z dalszym rozwojem województwa i kraju.
Welcome to Mind of a Wanderer, Case 1, the Father Paranoia and the Black-Eyed Kids. Father Paranoia is an entity brought to my attention by Observe and Terminate, a blog run by a group known as the PTC. He was mentioned very briefly in about 3 different entries in their blog, and in those entries not a whole lot of information was given about it. It took quite a bit of digging, and most of the information I found came from a supposed follower of his, talking about him as a muse of insanity, paranoia, and irrational fear. His basic MO is to send the black-eyed children, which are apparently his children, to different people for whatever reason. That is unclear. He himself appears as an older man, pale white skin, stringy hair, and black eyes. It's said he is completely colorblind. He is also the youngest of 3 brothers who are each trying to use their own path to fix a broken human race. Father Paranoia is basically to lead us down a path of little change. However, this cannot be trusted, not considering his use of an entity like the black-eyed children. Now, on to the black-eyed kids themselves. The black-eyed kids usually have age range from about 5 to 16, very few of which are in the 5-year-old range. However, typically they range somewhere between 14 to 16. They also almost always appear in groups of 2 or 3, and the oldest of the group is the spokesperson, so to speak, the one who actually makes requests such as giving water, things like that. Their basic tactic is to try and lull people into a false sense of security, thinking that they're just helpless children needing to get a hold of their mother or something simple. However, the problem is, anytime they're around, people get an irrational fear, and it kicks in their fight or flight response and urges them to run away. This is before they even see the solid black eyes that are the common aspect of all black-eyed children. No one is quite sure what they are, but there are some things we do know as definitive. They either have pale skin or olive skin. I've seen reports of both. Also, both, I've seen that sometimes they appear to be, a typical, stereotypical skater kid. Hoodie, pants, things like that, modern clothing. There have also been a couple reports of them wearing, older clothes, such as a 5-year-old black-eyed child wearing like a Victorian-era dress. So as far as their outfit, it may not be something determined by just them trying to blend in. It may also be something about, the area they're in or something of that effect. There aren't any reports that I personally have seen of any of the black-eyed children actually getting what they want and getting let in. However, in one of the reports, there was a mention of stories where people had left them in their homes and they would die of a heart attack or have some other freak accident happen to them. And there was also a report of that supposedly of one getting into a car and the person having a deadly accident. I personally have not seen these anywhere, so there's no telling how much is true to them. But suffice it to say, they're not something you want to let in, regardless of what their intentions are. It's pretty obvious, however, when they're around. People have reported feeling dread without even necessarily seeing them right away. They just have this fear that something evil is there, and they don't know what it is until they eventually see or interact with this black-eyed child.
Omówiono najważniejsze sprawy związane z dalszym rozwojem województwa i kraju.
From what I've seen in all the reports, there's no mention of a return visit. In fact, one report goes as far as saying that after turning the black-eyed children away partially enough, they still showed up in her neighborhood. She still saw them, but they never tried to get in again. So it's possible that once they've been bat it away once, they either of their own accord won't try again, or Father Paranoia, their supposed master, will stop them from going and getting after people again. Which it is, I'm not sure.
Omówiono najważniejsze sprawy związane z dalszym rozwojem województwa i kraju.
There are several theories on these things. One is that they're, as I mentioned earlier, shadow people in human skin. There's also been theories that they're evil entities such as demons or perhaps demonic servants. Even some people going as far as saying they're possibly demon-human hybrids of some kind. There's also been talk about them being aliens or alien-human hybrids, even due to the olive skin. So there's quite a few theories, and no one's been able to get close enough without being too afraid to actually find out what they are or capture one of them. There's not even any video or photo evidence, just mock-ups done by people based on descriptions, no physical pictures or video evidence. So we're kind of left wondering. And with Father Paranoia, it's the same thing. There's the one description from one of his supposed servants. Beyond that, no one's seen him. The PTC are the only people who might have more information regarding these entities, because they at one point and now again have a specific unit devoted to Father Paranoia. That's all I've got for now. Next time I'm going to be doing a video on a creature known as the Rake, which will be up as soon as possible. I'm going to try and get as much research on them as I can, which unfortunately is proving to be a little bit difficult. The only real source I have is a single thread off the internet and an appearance in a video by the Everyman Hybrid guys. So until next time, stay safe.
Omówiono najważniejsze sprawy związane z dalszym rozwojem województwa i kraju.
Spotkało się z szerokim odgłosem w francuskiej prasie.
What do you want? To see what your insides look like.
You must die! The sanctity of this place has been fouled.